Wednesday here on 7 News at noon, we showed you the story of Jeff Goss and his wife, Michelle. They shared video of Jeff experiencing a heart attack in their home. They called 911 and thankfully received life-saving help. So today we want to address what you should do if you're caught in a situation like this and need to do CPR until help arrives. So today, joining us, we welcome Jessica Weiscarver and Wanda Durvasula, both with VHC Health. Thank you, ladies, both for joining us. This is literally life-saving information.
Yeah.
So first question is, what should you look for in terms of determining when and if you need to perform CPR?
So if someone goes down in front of you or you come upon somebody that is not responding to you like you would be expecting, maybe their color is completely off, what you're going to do is just go ahead and shake them, try to wake them up.
Okay.
If you can't, then you're going to want to call for help right away. If you have an AED nearby, any public place, public area has AEDs, like studios,
Yeah, we have
grocery
one down the hall.
stores,
Public
airports,
schools.
public schools, public government buildings all have them. So it's important to know, just look out for them, look where they are. Grocery stores have them as well. But ask someone specifically for help. You call 911. You get an AED while you're then continue to check your person.
Okay, and so the first thing we want to do is be on a flat and hard surface,
Yes,
right?
so maybe get them down to the ground. That's usually the easiest. It's just going to kind of come up.
Okay.
So I can simulate that this is the ground, and
Yeah.
You're going to want to put your hands to your heart and go over them, and then just
Push hard and fast, all the way down. And your rate is going to be around 100 to 120 beats per minute. You can think of a couple songs. The classic one we always think of is Staying Alive by
Right.
the Bee Gees. But for those maybe younger, if you know Baby Shark, that also is the same sort of beat. There's plenty of songs that you could look up, but those are two of the ones that really get stuck in your head.
Yeah, and you'll be thinking of Baby Shark even
Yeah,
after the
right.
person
Yeah,
is okay.
exactly.
So after you do that, do you check to make sure, see if it's working, if you need to stop?
What you're gonna, you just keep going.
Keep
Now,
going
if they pull you off and say, please stop, please stop.
Okay.
yeah, once the paramedics
Yeah.
arrive, then they'll be able to check and
Exactly.
do everything else. But once the AED comes
Yeah,
on,
it's very
somebody's
simple.
still doing CPR
Yep.
while the other person opens it up, and we'll show
it
you
up.
real quick.
And you just turn it on. Some AEDs are going to look a little bit different, so it's important to know which ones you have there, but it even has pictures
bare chest.
and directions. So I'm going to put the pads
Plug-in pads
directly
connector
on the patient's
next to
chest.
flashing light.
We put it in the spots that it shows, and then I plug in the pads.
And it literally walks you through
Walks you
it.
through it.
Apply pads.
Exactly.
Plug-in connector.
So we plugged in the connector. Meanwhile, she would
Analyzing
still
heart
be
rhythm.
doing compressions.
Okay.
Do not touch the patient.
They told us to stop touching the patient.
They'll analyze the heart rhythm, and then they'll tell us what.
Shock advised. Charging. Stay clear
So
of
important to
patient.
stay clear of the patient.
Deliver shock now.
So I'm gonna
Press
say
the
clear.
orange button. Shock delivered.
I shock delivered, and then
Okay.
it'll tell us to
Begin CPR.
resume. Yeah, and
then
that's
you go
resuming
back.
compressions.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, that can take a lot of work out of you, right?
It is, yeah. You want to make sure you're just pushing hard and fast. You're going to keep your elbows straight, and it's best if you're directly above the person. So maybe you're kneeling on the ground and directly above, and just keeping your arms straight.
Do the instructions change depending on the age of the patient?
No, so for now, you're just going to keep going at the same rate. The depth is going to be a little bit less for an infant or a child, about 1/3 of the diameter of the chest, but just
Yeah.
don't think too hard about that. As long as you're doing compressions, getting that chest in, that's
All right.
important.
Very good information. And to be certified to do CPR, what are some of the resources?
You can look on American Heart Association. There's lots of different classes all over the place that will do it for just the layperson. And I think it's really important that anybody, you can really save a life just by initiating CPR right away when somebody needs it.
Jessica and Wanda, thank you so much for coming in
Michelle.
and sharing this important information with us.
Thanks for
Appreciate
having
it.
us.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to be right back. A check on the weather when we return.